guys, and welcome to tonight's live launch. This is something I'm really excited about because we actually had this at Blackpool. We're going to get into more of that a bit later, but it was one of our sellout effects at Blackpool, and it's taken this long for it to actually hit the market.
I'll tell you what, it's redonkulous. The amount of I'm not even joking you, and I know everyone says this, but we're not lying when we say it. The amount of emails that we have had in regards to this effect are unbelievable.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, give one more. Sublime.
Oh.
Well, that's not really, doesn't suit. Anyway, overwhelming.
Incredible.
It's been, yeah, that's a good one, nice one. It's been crazy. Now, those of you who managed to get your hands on this at Blackpool, first of all, congratulations. I know you guys have been loving it. But this is now being released today. So, if this is your first Alakazam Magic live launch, welcome along. If you are a returning live launchee, welcome back. How it works is we are obviously live right now. Underneath the video, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, there's obviously a comment section. Get your comments in there. Ask us anything you like, whether it's to do with this release or to do with any other releases or just anything Magic in general or even about him. Whatever you want to ask. Comment it down below. We'll try our best to answer all questions, but please note they do go fast because there's a lot of comments in there. But at 7:15, we'll drop the live premiere of the trailer. Now, that is a chance for you to see it in action, and we had the absolute governor, Craig Petty, out performing it in the real world. He loves this effect. You get real life Christmas. I said real life Christmas because someone just said...
real life...
Because someone said, when's the Christmas party? I just saw that. Real life reactions, and we're joined of course by the creator and Craig Petty themselves, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. But yeah, trailer drops at 7:15. The effect will be live. It's in stock in our UK store, it's in stock in our USA store, and yeah, it's absolutely incredible. So, are you ready?
Yeah, Tim Ward said turn my microphone on. I think my microphone's on.
Bernardo's been waiting for this bad boy to drop for ages. Well, finally today is the day. Yeah, Craig's right. Look at what Craig just commented.
What did he put?
This live would be better if Craig Petty was on it.
Yes, it would be. So, your wish, Mr. Petty, I don't know if it's any relation, is our command. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the amazing Mr. Craig Petty.
Whoa!
How are you?
I'm always excited when I get to hang out with my outer fam.
You bung them in.
Pete,
hang on.
Harry.
Hang on, we can't hear you now because Harry's just pulled my headphone out.
We had to do the classic professionalism of Alakazam. Now we're back.
It wouldn't be an Alakazam live if it wasn't for if it was a small sound issue at some point.
Exactly.
It's that endearing quality that really makes people drawn to the brand.
It's that realism.
Yeah, exactly. It's like riding that fine line between professional and unprofessional, and you guys it's just amazing. It really is the way you do it.
Cruise control.
Yeah, I'm super Wayne who Craig who. Thank you, Wayne. I don't like it the other way around. Normally it's me picking on him when he's live. No, here's the thing. I'm so excited. I don't really know why I'm on this live. I do, but I don't. This is not my product. I want to take credit for it. I would love to tell people it's my product. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, I wish I'd invented this. This is the best thing to happen to the Solid Deception plot in ever. But it's nothing to do with me. It's all to do with Drew Perry. The reason I'm here is because I begged Pete to let me be a part of this project. When I saw what Drew had, I bribed him with lasagna and spaghetti. I was like, look, I'll do anything. Just let me be a part of this project because I want my name associated with Bricks. And I'm lucky that they said yes. So, I got a chance to perform this. I think I've been working this for almost as long as anyone other than Drew. I love this trick.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
To be fair, Craig, I mean, everyone knows that your creativity when you jump on a product. And we were talking for this week's review show, actually, we reviewed the Svengoni deck project. And we were talking about the fact that whenever I show you anything, or if you're in the shop and I leave you with something when I go to make a cup of tea, by the time I've come back, and this is no exaggeration, and I don't know how you do it, I envy it big time, but by the time I come back, you go, oh, I've just thought of something. And I went, all right, for that. Yeah, well, not really one thing, 10. And it's like, oh, all right, come on, we'll get the studio open. Off we go next door. And that's exactly what you did with Bricks as well, because Drew's here, so we're going to bring him in. Drew, ladies and gentlemen, is actually on holiday, and he got engaged today, so let's hear it for Drew Perry and Jordan. But Drew obviously came up with this, had some lovely routines for it as well. And then you took hold of it and you went out, and we say this a lot, and I don't know how more we can say it, but you do work every product. And people don't know that me and you speak regularly. You might share an idea with me for release, but by the time you've shared the idea to the time it's released, you've been working it you've worked it for 6 to 12 months before, but then you're still working it after. That's why people go, oh, I heard Craig speaking about this product and he said it was coming out. And I go, yeah, it is, but he has to tell me he's ready because he's still working it. He's still ironing this bit out and he still wants to perfect this bit and that bit. And you work this stuff for so long, and I know you've been working this. And when you watch the trailer, I mean, you'll just see the reactions.
The reactions
incredible.
are killer. And I need to point out, I probably get, and I'm not exaggerating, I get about 2 or 3 people message me a day wanting me to jump on their project and wanting me to be a part of it. And I rarely say yes. It has to be something really special for me to be involved in it. And this was the easiest yes I ever had. I mean, on Magic TV, I gave this trick of the year. I gave this trick of the convention. Out of everything I saw at the Blackpool Magic Convention, 2024, this was trick of the convention. I also want to say congratulations to Drew and Jordan as well. And I also want to say Drew has balls of steel. He must have known there was going to be a yes there, because it would have been an awkward holiday going to Thailand with your girlfriend and saying, will you marry me at the beginning? Can you imagine if she just went no? Well, that's now an awkward couple of weeks over in Thailand, isn't it? But, you know, I've seen those guys together. They're a wonderful couple. So,
Should we bring in the creator?
Yeah, chances are his appearance on here might not have been as enthusiastic if he had got a no. He's actually might be a little bit different, but let's introduce our very good friend, Mr. Drew Perry.
Good
Hello,
evening,
mate.
all of you.
How
Hello,
are you?
hello.
Drew,
Yeah, very, very good.
legend. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you,
over there,
buddy.
right?
Thank you. Yes, 2:10 in the morning.
2:10. Now, I just want to introduce. I know you guys know Drew already, but Drew is an incredible, just everything: creator, prop maker, engineer, magician, everything. Right? He is the legend that helped us sort of put. Whenever we have an effect that has a weird prop, I can hear Drew over the phone, and Dad's on the phone to him straight away. Drew, got something here, a little bit tough. He goes, yep. No problem. Yeah, and he offers about 500 million solutions for it as well, isn't it? It's crazy, but like hard stretch. And the thing is, without Drew, we wouldn't be able to release the effects we've been able to release, because getting stuff made is difficult.
Yeah.
Knowing where you can get this made, where you can get that made. You get it in a box, all nice, and you just assume, right, you've just gone online, boom, done that. It's crazy the amount of work that goes into it. So it's thank you to Drew that we've even been able to release things like hard stretch and sticks and loads of stuff like that. So yeah, just wanted to give you a little bit of background.
I have a saying in my office, by the way, when I'm creating magic, and it's very simple. If in doubt, call Drew. Like, you can any problem, whatever it is. If I can't figure out how to do something, Drew, you say I come up with routines. I'm good at creating routines, but Drew's great at creating methods. Like, I'll say, I don't know how to do this. He's doing it at the moment for something that I'm working on with him and John Morton for not a commercial release, but a special thing. Mm-hmm. And he's like, me and John were going back and forth for ages about this. Like, we couldn't figure out how to do it. And then we said to Drew, this is the idea, we can't do it. And you then immediately came up with the perfect solution within 5 minutes and then 15 variations. Like, you're a genius, Drew. I tell that to everybody that listens. You're a genius.
Yeah, he
I really
really
appreciate
is.
it.
Really is. So I tell you what we're going to do, guys, because we're already at 12 minutes past. Now, we do go live with the trailer at 1:15, so it's only 3 minutes. And then when we come back, we'll talk a bit more about the product. We'll sort of answer any questions that are coming in. And yeah, we'll see what's happening next. Should we drop the trailer just 2 minutes early?
What? So then we can talk about it after.
Yeah.
Well, you can do.
Yeah? Or should we just...
No, Drew. Talk to us about your balance in magic and obviously your real job. Because you obviously have a real job.
Yeah, so I'm not a gigging magician anymore. And that's why it was really good for me in Bricked to get Craig involved, because I can come up with some ideas, but I don't have the means to road test them. So the fact that, I've got a full-time job, and frankly, that full-time job is more like 60, 70 hours a week. So Craig coming in and helping with those routines is honestly what made this project possible, because it wouldn't be possible without Craig. I know he says otherwise, but it wouldn't be.
Yeah, it's true. Look
Yeah.
at him. Look
Yeah,
at
yeah.
him over there. I must
Yeah,
say, I don't know how you. First of all, you have got both of you obviously are so talented. Craig, I don't know how you not only managed to get so many live performances, but also find that many people to perform on. That is the hardest thing when it comes to filming stuff, is getting people that are willing to be on camera to film. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I don't know how you do it.
I've been saying to what I sat down with Pete a couple of years ago, if you remember, Pete, and I said from now on, I want to get multiple live performances for every hour. Because when we were doing it in lockdown, when I started working with Alakazam in lockdown, we couldn't do that. It was over Zoom. It was in the shop. And I'm like, I'm best performing to real people.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to get live performances for everything I'm involved in. And it takes time and effort. There's like, for any project, I'll go out for like 3 nights in a row with Nemid, and we'll just be walking around and doing live performances. But it's worth it, because I want people to see what the trick's like. And if it doesn't get the reactions that it's meant to, it's not good enough to be a project, as far as I'm concerned. But again, Brick.
Yeah, I do want to say as well, when you watch this trailer, the other thing that amazed me is you've actually got some English people running away from camera. This wasn't filmed in America, yet you're getting the American reactions,
Yeah.
which anyone that performs over here in the UK totally understands that we don't usually get the reactions we see on American trailers over here. Over here it's usually like, oh, well done. Yes, bravo.
Oh, that's great. That's
But,
fantastic.
you've got some killer reactions on here. And to be fair, it's no wonder. There's so many sort of bits of visual impact with here. And we will say, well, we'll talk about it a bit more after, because I think when you watch the trailer, people are going to go, oh, okay, so it's this. But it's not. It's more than this.
Yeah.
And we'll talk
Way
about
more.
it.
Way more.
Well, it's now 16 past, so it's trailer time. Are you boys ready?
And there is a question to contemplate while this is playing, and it's from our good friend Darren Rotherham. Can this be performed with a regular deck, a regular user of tallies? I don't really want to change the brand I'm using. I would say the answer is yes.
I can answer that
100%.
question now, or Drew could answer the question. I can answer the question, or do you want to wait until after the trailer?
Answer the question now,
Can
and then we'll hit the trailer.
I'm gonna answer the question, because not only is the answer yes, I actually think I've just come up with a really cool routine that uses a normal deck and uses maybe one playing card from the deck that's included,
Yeah.
and doing a Chicago opener style routine
Oh my
that
God.
means you can use your regular deck, but the switch and the finale still makes sense.
Dad, why couldn't
Yeah.
you give me brains like that? For God's sakes. What a great
that's-
I think,
idea.
does that make sense, Craig?
Yeah, that's a brilliant idea, Drew. You're going to see, Darren, as well as that, and that's a brilliant idea, and I'm going to start doing that immediately. You're going to see on the trailer that one of the routines that I do is kind of like a color changing deck routine. And in all honesty, and me and Drew were talking about this a little while ago, Drew uses this as a finale to an ambitious card. I don't. My favorite routine to do with this is with a color changing deck. So I start off, let's say you've got your Tally Ho deck. I bring out the Tally Ho deck. I'm doing a whole bunch of routines with that. I then talk about Lego, and the entire deck turns into a Lego deck, except for the card they've picked. So there's one Tally Ho card, and the rest of them are normal. The Tally Ho card is signed, and then you go into the Solid Deception finale. So the deck changes color to a Lego back design. Once it's then that design, you can do a bunch of other stuff with it. Eventually, it becomes solid and turns into Lego. But the card that they're left with that they signed is the card from the original deck. So that way, you're only using one Tally Ho card every single time. And you can use this as a killer finale to whatever routine you've been doing, because you can use your Tally Ho deck, switch in this deck to a really cool color changing routine, or you can do the color changing routine as an opening routine and have it preset. It's all on the project.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I think the only thing you maybe would have to consider is the court cards, but we'll maybe come back onto that why later.
Yeah, we can talk
Once
about that
we've
later
seen
if you want.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drew, would you like to introduce the world premiere of the trailer?
I'd love to. Ladies and gentlemen, all the Alaka fam, please enjoy Bricked.
I want to ask you a question. What would you say is the most popular product for professional close-up magicians in the last decade?
Pick up the deck. Real magic is something completely different. Remember I said these look like Lego?
I'll make it. I can feel it.
If I snap my fingers, have a look. That actually turns into... You've lost the ability to speak.
How did you didn't want to know? That's so cool.
And what would you say is the best, most popular product for professional close-up magicians in the last decade? Because I'm willing to bet a bunch of you are thinking Omnideck. And why wouldn't it be? Could it be improved? What if I told you it could be improved? Because here's the problem with Omnideck. It turns into a plastic block. What is a plastic block? Why is it turned into a plastic block? Is there a reason? Well, the genius that is Drew Perry has spent the last few years thinking about this, and he came up with a solution, and it's called Bricked.
Why can I feel Lego?
Because it's done. Lift up your hand.
No, I'm scared.
Lift up your hand.
What the hell?
Tell me when you feel it happening. Do you feel it happening? Do you feel it happening?
Oh my god! Oh, Dad, sorry. Nah, I seen it. Bro,
So what is Bricked? Well, Bricked basically is a deck of these. It's a deck of Lego playing cards. They're just like playing cards, but they're made to look like you bought them from a Lego store. Even down to the court cards, which look like little mini Lego figures. And you also get this. This has been custom designed from the ground up, specifically for Bricked. It's the same size, it's the same shape as a deck of cards. The back design looks identical, but it's made out of brick. You can put this thing into somebody's hand and they won't even realize that you've switched it. You can put this right there and they can be staring at it and they won't realize that you've switched it. This is an absolute game changer.
You guys play cards?
Yeah.
Good.
We like a card game.
Nice. All the hardcore games. Nice. Strip snap. I've never seen that before. So, here's the thing with the deck of cards. I got 52 cards here. They're all there. They're all different. The thing when you shuffle a pack of cards is the faces change, but the back stays the same. That's not magic. That's obvious, right?
Yeah.
Now, you're going to pick a card. Is that all right?
Absolutely.
And you can pick any card you want to. Now, most magicians will go through the cards like this and they'll tell you to say stop, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to have you pick a card in a really fair way. I'm going to spread them out like this, okay? And I'm going to run my thumb down the deck, and you can say stop anytime you want to. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Anytime.
Stop.
There, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll put those there. This is the card that you stopped on. We got the 3 of clubs. Are you happy with that one? I'm going to give you a pen. Take the pen. And can you sign your name on the face of the card, big letters? And you can sign your name on the card as well in that part. Go for it.
Can I take a picture of the card?
Yes, please. Let's do this. Oh, there we go.
Well, I didn't like that.
Let's get the pen out of the way.
Done.
Now, if this works out, you guys are going to get to keep this as a souvenir.
Nice.
Watch the 3. I'm going to leave it down in the middle of the deck. We're going to cut it in there. I love how you're watching so carefully.
Yeah, I'm trying to like work out where you're putting it.
Make sure I don't cheat. Now, Siosi, stand up for a minute because here's what I want you to do. Watch the deck. Do not blink. I want you to hold out your left hand palm up and you hold out your right hand palm down. Can you do that? I'm going to put the deck in between your hands. And I'm going to try and find your card by turning every single card in the deck into Lego.
What? No,
No, don't,
What?
because I'm gonna fucking
3,
be having nightmares tonight.
2,
No, wait.
1. Done. Lift up your hand. Because now every single card is Lego. Look at the king. It's a little Lego character. Look at the back design of the card. It's Lego. Look at that card. It's Lego. That card's Lego. That card's Lego. That card's Lego. Every single card in the deck.
Wow.
Every single one.
Wait, what?
Look, wait. Look. There's one card. There's one card in the deck. It's not Lego. One card only. Hold your hand out. If this is your card, that would be incredible, right? Turn it over, have a look. Go for it. 3,
I believe in magic.
2, 1. No, hang on. Grab the card. Grab the card. We're going to put it there. You can keep that as a souvenir. Left hand palm up, right hand palm down. We're going to go one step further. Look.
Shit, man, that's fucking weird.
Right, watch.
I can
This
feel
hand
Lego.
underneath.
Why can I feel
This hand
Lego?
underneath. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Because remember I said I was going to turn every card into Lego.
Why can I feel Lego?
Because it's done. Lift up your hand.
No, I'm scared.
Lift up your hand.
What the hell? That's actual Lego.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Bricked is one of the best value products that have hit the Magic community in several years, and it is an absolute worker. Everybody knows what Lego is. No matter how old you are, you can know exactly what Lego is. It means that you have an instant hook when you pull out this deck of cards, and then the finale is something that they will never, ever see coming. Now, on the tutorial, myself and Drew Perry go through a metric ton of routines and handlings. We talk about how to use this to end a card routine, to end an ambitious card, to end a sandwich routine, but then we go into a load of other routines. Whether you like color changing decks, ambitious card to impossible location, visual changes, mentalism, the list goes on and on. We've got you covered. And as well as everything else, we include a load of custom gaffs with this deck that allows you to perform a ton of extra routines. We've got gaffs that are designed for revelations, for mentalism routines, visual changes. We've even got all the gaffs that you need and the tutorial to be able to perform Alakazam's It Magic trick, Runaway Joker. Now this is available to buy in its own right, but you get everything you need to be able to perform that in the box. My name's Craig Petty, and I am proud to bring to you one of the best-selling tricks at Blackpool Magic Convention 2024, one of the best card tricks you'll ever see, and one of the most innovative ideas for the close-up magician in many, many years. This is Drew Perry's Bricked.
Well, there we go. That's bricked. So I've got a question. There's a few questions coming, I think. So we'll just answer this one first. I'll pass this over to you guys, even though I know the answer. Is the bricked deck solid, or does it come to pieces like Lego? So, Drew, if you explain it and explain why.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it's made of Lego bricks. So you can take it apart, you can let the spectator take it apart. Um, and it just basically this whole project stemmed from the fact that I realized that an 8 by 11 grid of Lego is near as damn it poker sized playing card. So they are real bricks. They're not official Lego bricks, they are aftermarket bricks for various reasons. Um, in order to get the sizing that's needed to make it work and do what it does. But they to anyone who wouldn't know better, they're normal Lego bricks.
100%.
And just
Mum
even,
has Oh, go on.
I'll add two things on that very quickly. Number one is Drew is even included on the project. Drew designed the deck so that if you want to, you can have a folded card in impossible location, so that when you've made the deck turn into a Lego deck, you can actually have them take away one of the bricks, and there's a space in there for a folded up card. So you can have, like, we talk about the intercessor, we talk about duplicate cards, we talk about switches with the Mercury card fold, but you can have a signed card appear inside the Lego deck, which is amazing. And the other thing is, I heard on the grapevine, I don't know if it's true, that one of the reasons it took 8 or 9 months to come out is because Peter and Harry turned one of their rooms in the house into a sweatshop and locked Jenny up in there for the best part of a year building these things, which is why it took so long.
That's no joke.
It is
It's
no
why
joke.
we haven't
Brick.
seen Jenny so long.
Brick by brick.
Jenny has put every single one of these blocks together. Her poor little fingers, bless her. But yeah, she's been doing that. Now there was a few other bits that come in that I wanted to speak about. Ashtrick says, when is it out to buy? It's out now. It's on our website. Ash, if you have a look above or below, Danny Rag has actually put in a direct link. And we will be selling the decks of cards separately as well. But has anyone got their brick there, or shall I grab ours off here? Because I really want to show the deck, because what we've done is in the deck, we've actually included some gaff cards that you can do other routines in. So we're going to show some of those in a moment. But I do know we've got Captain America with us.
Oh, what a lad.
There he is. He's joining us
Look
right
at
here.
that.
Look at that.
Hey, how's
How
it
are
going,
you,
guys?
mate?
Packing in order. Good, man.
Always
Good.
working, aren't you? Always working.
He never stops.
Always, man.
He
I'm
never
telling
stops.
you, always.
So,
Yeah.
Chris, you're stocked up with bricked.
Already, I think I got 2 big boxes. Here's some here. Congrats, Drew. I did not know they were
Thank you, buddy.
aftermarket Legos until you just said it. I had no idea. I just thought they were Legos. So
Yeah.
good job on doing that. Yeah, it's a great effect. But they're ready to go, and they'll be going out tomorrow. Unfortunately, today is Liquid Forks and all the catch up, but tomorrow we'll get them out to you guys.
100%, but they're ready. Honestly, I'm so excited for this as well, because I'm not joking when I said we've had so many messages about it, and it's hard because we have been sitting on this one, and I say sitting on it, we haven't been able to release it because we just haven't had the props.
Yeah.
But we haven't been able to release it since February, so 8 months. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
8 months.
there was a
9
few
months
things.
now.
The fact that each one of those blocks is literally put together by hand.
Yeah, look at it. Look.
The other problem that we had as well is getting hold of the bricks, because you can imagine the amount of bricks we had to buy in, and the company we get them from, every so often it would just be out of stock, out of stock.
Because
And
it's
you have to-
layer by layer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Look, even on that, even
Yeah, I
on
think
what,
it's
like,
20. I think it's 26 bricks per gimmick.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Can I just say, Collins just said, great trailer. I just want to give a shout out to Nevid Phoenix.
Yeah.
killed it with this trailer. I think Nem did a great. He put his heart and soul into this. I think he did a great. I do agree that trailer is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing footage. I mean, I love that color changing deck routine that you do, and that's such a good example of that routine and how you don't necessarily need an autograph or a signature to do the deck switch.
And the other thing
It's such
is-
a perfect demonstration of that, because a lot of people, you know, associate Solid Deception with having to do a signed card, I think.
Yeah, and you don't need to. And I will say one other thing as well. You mentioned about the court cards earlier. You see in that performance my solution to the court cards, which is most people don't know playing cards. They have a deck of cards that they keep in their drawer at home. They bring them out at Christmas to do their yearly card game. It's covered in mince pies and Irish cream, and then they put it away. They don't know what the court cards in a bicycle deck look like. So what you just saw is what I do every time I perform Bricked. It's the color changing deck is my favorite routine, and I just spread them through and I go, "This is what a deck of cards looks like." They're looking at the Lego court cards, but nobody says anything because they don't know.
Yeah. So that's Chris holding up one of the cards and the deck, so you can see how they look. So the deck itself has been designed to look exactly like the Lego block, and the way
I mean, you put in the shadows even.
Yeah,
I love it. Go ahead. Sorry.
the way I was going to say, the way I've been doing it is not to place the block in their hand. I just switch the deck on the table when I'm doing the routine.
Yeah.
And I know.
Yeah,
Craig's
I
done that
mostly
on the
do it
video.
on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. Chris, have you got like some of the face designs there, like the court cards and everything?
Yeah, I do. One thing I appreciate, Drew, remember in the, I forget, it was a Discord group, and you came in and you said, "Hey guys, what do you think I should do for like the background of like these things, like the heart, how they're still Legos?" Like you thought of every little thing, and it's cool because there's like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's Lego design in the heart, right?
Yeah.
We'll go through some of these. Wait a second. We'll go through and I'll show you the court cards. Like, look at that. I mean, that's just...
They're wicked. They're so cool. It's a cool deck. If you like Lego, it's a cool deck of cards anyway. I mean, the Joker in it. Look at the Joker at the start. It's so... Look at that. How cool is that?
Can you show some of the cards on the page so the people can see some of the gaffs, Chris? So that Joker, turn around the back. So turn around. No, the front. Yeah, there you go. So that one is amazing. I use that as a smashed reveal. So you literally just do a double lift, you put it in their hand, you smash it, and then when they turn it over, the deck's just been smashed, the card's just been smashed to bits, and then you top change it and put it back. It's so good. So Drew spent so much time, didn't you, thinking of these gaff cards.
Yeah, there's and to point out on the Joker, well, in fact, all of the minifigures in all of these cards are real minifigures that exist. So I haven't created any. That Joker is possible to make from actual Lego parts.
Yeah,
so
the
cool.
Paris reveal there is fantastic for mentalists. You know, it is what it is. It's a Paris reveal. It's awesome. Can you show some of the other gaff cards? Because I love the fact that he's just thrown this in. So that round. What's that one?
That's blue. I know this.
Oh, that's my favorite. So with that one, it's a double.
The Seven of Clubs reveal, I love.
So it looks like you take the card that they pick and you just move the bricks around on the back and you go, think of your card, and then you turn it around and it looks like you've changed the bricks to get their card, and then you just do like a double lift or an Erdnase change and you put the bricks back to normal. It's so good, Drew.
I have to credit that one to Mr. Goodman, I'm afraid. That was Wayne's idea.
Wayne never needs to get credit for anything. We got dinosaur reveals, which is awesome. And then you've got
I will just say the dinosaur,
I love that one as well.
The dinosaur reveal will actually work well with toys.
Good call.
Yes, it will.
It's almost like you knew, Drew, which you didn't, because
it works
you
with
designed.
toys.
Yeah, look at that.
And the top trumps. I forget the name of the product, Pete, but
Movie
the top
lights.
trumps one that
Moving
you brought.
lights. Yeah.
Yeah, it links with that as well.
But I
What
think
else?
Oh, here's this one, Craig.
Oh, I love that. That's for Runaway Joker.
Yeah,
Or you can
that's
use it
Runaway
to,
Joker. Yeah,
Yeah, that's Runaway Joker. So the Joker jumps off the Joker, and it finds a selected playing card. Then it runs, but then it goes back onto the Joker. Like Runaway Joker, guys, is one of Alakazam's most popular tricks.
Yeah.
Got released a few years ago. It's like 15 quid or something on its own. We just included the cards and the tutorial on how to do this just as part of the project.
Yeah.
I think that's what's good about this is it's not just the Lego block reveal at the end. There's so much built into the deck. Could be released by itself, but the fact you get a matching final ending is fantastic. It's so good. But don't look at it and just think, oh, it's just, do you know what I mean, a Lego block finish. It's not. Like, that is insane. But then when you add the stuff you can do with the cards, and you've got that cherry on top with the deck ending, you know, it's just sublime. There's such a good project.
The other thing as well, we're going to speak about skill level in a moment, but the other thing as well is if you are a worker and you're at a gig and there's kids there. Now, Wayne was talking about this the other day. I was just listening to Tom Mullinger's Desert Island Tricks, and he was saying, you know, you're at a wedding, kids are there, I'm not a kids magician. Now, the thing is, if you do Chicago Opener, it's a great effect for kids, you know, for young ones. But you now do Chicago Opener with the Lego deck, now they're captivated. So even if you had this deck in your case, you've got the block there, you're performing with it, but to pull this out with a younger audience or whatever, and it's not only younger audiences now, everyone's into Lego.
Yeah.
You know, Lego is more popular now than it's ever been.
It really is. Really, really is. Really is. In terms
How many
of,
cards come in the deck?
I think it's 56, Drew, is it? Or is it?
More than that.
Feels like more than that.
It's more than that. I think it's 62, including all the
Yeah,
cards.
it's crazy. I've never seen a deck with this many cards. I was like, it's cool, awesome.
Yeah, I actually can't remember because it's a while ago I did it, but I believe it's 62.
In terms of skill level, if anybody's seen one of anything I've been involved with before, my approach to any project is it needs to be accessible for absolutely everybody. When I do a tutorial, I kind of have in mind this could be your very first Magic product that you've bought, so it needs to be accessible for somebody who's never bought a Magic trick before. So we're going to go through some stuff. Every single routine, I have multiple different handlings of how to do that routine. Like you saw the color changing deck on the tutorial on the trailer there. I used the turnover pass at one point, but then we talk about how to do it with the double turnover. We talk about how to do it with a double undercut. A lot of the routines are very, very easy, self-working. We made sure we included some self-working routines. Obviously, the finale, turning it into a Lego block, you are switching the deck of cards for a Lego deck. I mean, that's an easy thing to do because the misdirection is ridiculous. It's so much easier than something like OmniDeck because it looks like nothing's changed. So you can literally just do it right out in the open. And we talk about how to routine it so you can literally put the deck away, bring it back out, and it's changed. And also we go into several routines, don't we, Drew, where there's not even a deck switch. You start with the deck in play, and you've got like a couple of cards there, and you go straight into it. So it's accessible for all skill levels, I would say. What do you think, Drew?
Yeah, I completely agree. Ben Pittaway's just commented and said he really appreciates that, and I know Ben's skill level, and there is routines you can do straight away with this, and I think that's one of the hallmarks I like about a lot of Alakazam products, that you can start with some of the easier routines and build up to the routines that need a little bit more card controls or a little bit more complex sleight of hand, but you don't need any of it. And we talked through so many ways of doing the deck switch and how to cover yourself doing it, right from the really simple methods of just turning your back. There's so many easy ways. You don't have to overthink the deck switch at all.
Yeah.
But you saw that color changing in the trailer. It was a full unedited performance, and you saw what I did. I put a card in their hand, and I literally just put the deck in my pocket and pulled out the other one, and nobody sees, nobody knows,
No one ever sees.
On the table, no one's going to see anything.
And that's all I was doing at Blackpool when I was demonstrating it, was putting one on the table in front of the spectators and picking the other one up in front of the spectators. And 60% of people didn't notice. And that's
Yeah.
magicians, who are looking for something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to give some shout outs as well whilst we're on it. So shout out to Rick, Andrew, Kevin, Ashley, Tony. You're not going to believe this. Chris, right? Chris in the UK. That's not the right order. Did get a crystal pyramid though. But there's one on here that I just saw. Wait there. Is it Graham? Graham got bricked for £13.50 because he had a discount code. Because he saved up his points, he got £25 off. So he got bricked for £13.50 including postage. What the heck? Shout out to
Well
you,
done, Graham.
But yeah, loads of you. Thank you so much. Again, loads of people picking this up. Thank you, every single one of you. A few of you as well picking up two effects, which is actually Bricked and the RLT, the roulette deck by John Cottle and Chris Rawlins, which is very good as well. If you haven't seen that, definitely check that out. But no, thank you so much for support on Brits, guys. We'll be getting them sent out tomorrow. Chris has got some in America. We've got some here. So yeah, we'll be sending them out first thing in the morning.
I've had a couple of people message me, Harry. Can I just ask a question on behalf of a few people? When will refill decks be available?
Not long. Maybe a couple of weeks. I mean, if
go.
anyone's desperate for a refill deck, we've got decks in the shop. We can split up tricks and then refill them. So if anyone's desperate, but to be fair, unless you bought it at Blackpool, you're not going to need a refill deck for a while, I shouldn't think.
I want to know what he's doing.
What are you up to, Chris?
Let me demonstrate how easy you can do this, right? Craig, tell me when to stop. I'm rifling my thumb. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Look at the card. I'm not going to look at it, okay?
Okay.
We're going to put it down in the thing. Did you see it? You saw it?
Yeah.
Okay. What if I told you this box here the entire time holds your card? The only card in here. There's one card in here, right?
Yeah.
And don't lie to me, don't make me feel good, but this is your card, correct? The 5 of hearts?
No.
Yes. No. No, it's the 6.
No. Well, see, I told you the box holds the card. I didn't say that was the card. If you look here.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, that's the
we
basic,
forgot
easiest
about
thing you can
those.
do, right?
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, there's even more
Yeah,
reveals built in.
But the thing is, if you go do this, if you're nervous to do magic, and it's the easiest trick, and this kills people, having the box reveal on that. Something like you failed and then you came back. I just noticed that for the first time. That's why I came up with that. You know what
That's
I mean?
like you said that, 'cause
So
we wouldn't have known that. We would have got loads of emails. I've just found something on the deck that you never talked about.
Yeah. Well, Chris, Drew does talk about it in the video.
Of course, yeah.
We just forgot about it because we're all switching decks and
Yeah,
everything.
I think that's it. If you're comfortable doing a deck switch, that is probably the better routines you can do with this. But there's so many easier routines that you can do. Like that. That's a perfect example. Or there's a duplicate of one of the jokers holding the ace of spades as well. So you can force the ace of spades and then do a magician in trouble with a joker.
Obviously, do a family trip to a Lego shop, buy the little Joker, and then pop him out the card.
Yeah.
Someone said, "What's the name of the trick?" It's called Bricked. Also, shout out to Norman, and what a day for magic it has been today. Bricked and Repo being released. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Norman picked up both of the items, so thank you so much. Repo is great.
So-
as well.
Yeah, but I heard on the grapevine again, just insider information, that Tobias Dostal is scared of Drew Perry. He didn't want to have Repo come out on the same day.
That's true.
Like, oh my God, I'm not. No, do not let me go against Drew because let's be honest, it's the better trick. I'm just saying. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. Heard it on the grapevine. That's what I'm saying.
Should we hit the trailer?
Saying earlier on.
Yeah.
Like he could take Tobias. I reckon we organise a magic off at Blackpool. Tobias Dostal versus Perry.
Magic is asking, can you Pharaoh shuffle the cards? Now, the cards are not bicycle stock. I haven't tried to Pharaoh them really because none of the effects that I would do with that deck I would use a Faro.
No,
for-
I've tried farrowing, and you can. I think they don't necessarily last as long as a bicycle stock card would,
Yeah.
but a new one, I didn't have any problem farrowing it.
I
Doing
know
perfect
for a
farrow.
fact.
I don't farrow well, and I just did that.
Oh,
So
there you go.
I know
Yeah,
for
there
a
we go.
fact
You're
that
fine.
they can be farrowed, yeah, because the other day I was working with this deck and somebody said, "Hey, I wouldn't like to play cards with you." And whenever anybody says that, I go into Easy Estimation Aces by Paul Gordon.
Yeah.
Amazing trick. Get it on Gold Dust by Alakazam Magic, just saying. And that starts with a Farrow, and I had no problem with it. So, yeah, it definitely can.
Cool. Right, so I reckon we're going to play the trailer once more before we start wrapping up. So,
Yep.
Drew, would you like to introduce it for us?
Yeah, please, everyone watching, all the Alaka fam, this is the trailer for Bricked.
I want to ask you a question. What would you say is the most popular product for professional close-up magicians in the last decade?
Pick up the deck. Real magic is something completely different. Remember I said these look like Lego?
I'll make it. I can feel it.
If I snap my fingers, have a look. That actually turns into... You've lost the ability to speak.
How did you didn't want to know? That's so cool.
And what would you say is the best, most popular product for professional close-up magicians in the last decade? Because I'm willing to bet a bunch of you are thinking Omnideck. And why wouldn't it be? Could it be improved? What if I told you it could be improved? Because here's the problem with Omnideck. It turns into a plastic block. What is a plastic block? Why is it turned into a plastic block? Is there a reason? Well, the genius that is Drew Perry has spent the last few years thinking about this, and he came up with a solution, and it's called Bricks.
Why can I feel Lego?
Because it's done. Lift up your hand.
No, I'm scared.
Lift up your hand.
What the hell?
Tell me when you feel it happening. Do you feel it happening? Do you feel it happening?
Oh my god! Oh, Dad, I saw it, saw it. Nah, I seen it. Bro, bro, wait.
So what is Bricked? Well, Bricked basically is a deck of these. It's a deck of Lego playing cards. They're just like playing cards, but they're made to look like you bought them from a Lego store. Even down to the court cards, which look like little mini Lego figures. And you also get this. This has been custom designed from the ground up, specifically for Bricked. It's the same size, it's the same shape as a deck of cards. The back design looks identical, but it's made out of brick. You can put this thing into somebody's hand and they won't even realize that you've switched it. You can put this right there and they can be staring at it and they won't realize that you've switched it. This is an absolute game changer.
You guys play cards?
Yeah.
Good.
We like a card game.
Nice. All the hardcore games. Nice. Strip snap. I've never seen that before. So, here's the thing with the deck of cards. I got 52 cards here. They're all there. They're all different. The thing when you shuffle a pack of cards is the faces change, but the back stays the same. That's not magic. That's obvious, right?
Yeah.
Now, you're going to pick a card. Is that all right?
Absolutely.
And you can pick any card you want to. Now, most magicians will go through the cards like this, and they'll tell you to say stop, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to have you pick a card in a really fair way. I'm going to spread them out like this, okay? And I'm going to run my thumb down the deck, and you can say stop anytime you want to. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Anytime.
Stop.
There, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll put those there. This is the card that you stopped on. We got the 3 of clubs. Are you happy with that one? I'm going to give you a pen. Take the pen. And can you sign your name on the face of the card, big letters? And you can sign your name on the card as well in that part. Go for it.
Can I take a picture of the card?
Yes, please. Let's do this. There we
Well,
go.
I didn't like that.
Let's get the pen out of the way.
Done.
Now, if this works out, you guys are going to get to keep this as a souvenir.
Nice.
Watch the 3. I'm going to leave it down in the middle of the deck. We're going to cut it in there. I love how you're watching so carefully.
Yeah, I'm trying to like work out where you're putting it.
Make sure I don't cheat. Now, Siosi, stand up for a minute because here's what I want you to do. Watch the deck. Do not blink. I want you to hold out your left hand palm up and you hold out your right hand palm down. Can you do that? I'm going to put the deck in between your hands. And I'm going to try and find your card by turning every single card in the deck into Lego.
What?
No, don't, because
What?
I'm gonna fucking
3,
be having nightmares tomorrow.
2,
No, wait.
1. Done. Lift up your hand. Because now every single card is Lego. Look at the king. It's a little Lego character. Look at the back design of the card. It's Lego. Look at that card. It's Lego. That card's Lego. That card's Lego. That card's Lego. Every single card in the deck.
Wow.
Every single one.
Wait, what?
Wait. Look. There's one card. There's one card in the deck. It's not Lego. One card only. Hold your hand out. If this is your card, that would be incredible, right? Turn it over, have a look. Go for it. 3,
I believe in magic.
2, 1. No, hang on. Grab the card. Grab the card. We're going to put it there. You can keep that as a souvenir. Left hand palm up, right hand palm down. We're going to go one step further. Look.
Shit, man, that's fucking weird.
Right, watch.
I can
this
do
hand,
Lego.
this hand
Why can I
underneath.
do
This hand
Lego?
underneath. Are you ready?
No.
Because remember I said I was going to turn every card into Lego.
Why can I feel Lego?
Because it's done. Lift up your hand.
No, I'm scared.
Lift up your hand.
What the hell? That's actual Lego.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Bricked is one of the best value products that have hit the Magic community in several years, and it is an absolute worker. Everybody knows what Lego is. No matter how old you are, you can know exactly what Lego is. It means that you have an instant hook when you pull out this deck of cards, and then the finale is something that they will never, ever see coming. Now, on the tutorial, myself and Drew Perry go through a metric ton of routines and handlings. We talk about how to use this to end a card routine, to end an ambitious card, to end a sandwich routine, but then we go into a load of other routines. Whether you like color-changing decks, ambitious card to impossible location, visual changes, mentalism, the list goes on and on. We've got you covered. And as well as everything else, we include a load of custom gaffs with this deck that allows you to perform a ton of extra routines. We've got gaffs that are designed for revelations, for mentalism routines, visual changes. We've even got all the gaffs that you need and the tutorial to be able to perform Alakazam's It Magic trick, Runaway Joker. Now this is available to buy in its own right, but you get everything you need to be able to perform that in the box. My name's Craig Petty, and I am proud to bring to you one of the best-selling tricks at Blackpool Magic Convention 2024, one of the best card tricks you'll ever see, and one of the most innovative ideas for the close-up magician in many, many years. This is Drew Perry's Brick.
So there we go. That is it. The Magnificent Bricks by the magnificent Drew Perry.
Superb.
It's an
Absolutely.
amazing trick. I just saw that comment combining mind blocks and combining mind blocks and bricked is such an amazing idea. To be honest, I think you could combine mind blocks, toys, and bricked, and come up with just an incredible routine.
Yeah.
Because they've all got Lego in them, and you know, if only there was like another mentalism themed Lego thing that was coming out at some point from Alakazam, that would
Yeah.
that would complete the whole concept.
The
Maybe.
thing is, with those 3 tricks alone, you've got a close-up act. You've got a 15, 20-minute close-up act,
Yeah, absolutely.
without a doubt.
I've also in the past opened it with Wonder Blocks by Ian Bailey, and it's just such a perfect, you know, really visual thing that kind of
Yeah.
sets up the Lego brick being a thing.
Yeah.
And then I go, oh, I've also got this Lego deck. Ignore the wand, you know, forget that, and move into a bricked routine.
Yeah.
What I
that's
like
brilliant.
about it is if you can adapt it to other tricks that you do. So like I think I showed you, Drew. What I like to do with my copy is the Triumph. So you talk about Legos and how they're all scattered everywhere, and you got to pick them up to fix them, and then you fix the deck, and it works perfect. And my point is that you have a trick, you can adapt it with these cards.
Yeah.
And somebody asked about them being bicycle or not. The stock that you use, a lot of companies are using that stock now because it's so good on the cards.
Yeah.
You know, there's a reason why Madison and all these people are using that stock now.
Yeah, and the routine that I was doing with it was, it wasn't quite Gambler versus Magician, but I was doing, so I was talking about Lego and how Harry used to, when he was young, used to be able to just reach into the bag and whatever piece he wanted, he could bring it out, whereas it would always be the last piece for me. But I'm going to show you what he could do with these cards. So basically I would cut the deck and show the king, and I would go, okay, so now I've got to find the other kings. Cut the deck, there's another king, put it face down. Cut the deck, there's another king, put it face down. Then the last card I'll take out and it would be a jack or a 7 or an ace. And then I say, oh, well, that's not a problem because these are Lego cards. And now I pick up the cards and then just do something as if I'm moving them about. And I say the great thing is you can rearrange all these because they're Lego and turn them all into 6s or 7s, whatever you want to do. And it is just blows their mind, and it's just something different and something fun rather than using a deck of cards, you know. And there is that weird
As a hook line, it works really well as a hook. You know, people buy into it really quickly because Lego's just everywhere at the moment. You know, it's so popular, and it does work as a hook.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So, guys, that's bringing us to the end of tonight's live launch. We're going to let you go and let Drew get to bed. What is the time, Drew?
It's now 3 a.m.
It's 3 a.m. That's dedication for you. So, Drew needs his sleep. Craig and Chris don't sleep, so there's no problem for them. They'll still be sitting there till the next live launch. Just waiting for the camera to go
I'll be
live.
here.
But I want to thank you all for joining us. Drew, I want to congratulate you on a phenomenal effect.
Yep.
It's really, really good. And having you and Craig together on the project was a dream. It's absolutely brilliant. And for anyone watching from the US, you can be sure that Chris will get them out to you in the post tomorrow. With any luck, you might have them for the weekend. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're on the West Coast, you'll definitely have it by the weekend. Absolutely.
Boom.
Brilliant. So, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us on this live launch. Drew Perry, ladies and gentlemen, and Britt. Well done, mate.
Thank you all very much. Really appreciate it.
And also, anyone that wants to know a bit more about it, join us for the deep dive on Sunday. And I think, Craig, you've got a video going up on Magic TV maybe
I've
Sunday?
got a video going up on Magic TV all about it on Sunday, including a 40-minute interview with Drew Perry where we talk about the history of it and everything. And you see a bunch of performances from me as well. So that's going up on Wednesday. Yeah. Sunday.
like it.
Sunday. Top stuff. Right, so it just leaves me to say well done to Drew, and thank you so much, Craig and Chris, for joining us. And we will see you all on another live
One
launch.
thing, by the way,
Oh.
one thing I noticed that there was a lot of people that were leaving comments saying that they bought the trick at Blackpool. Do me a favour, guys. If you bought the trick at Blackpool and you like it, now the product's live on Alakazam, just quickly go over there and leave a review. It really helps. New people are coming onto the site all of the time. They're trying to decide what to get. Your reviews matter. So if you got it at Blackpool, you've played around with it by now, leave a review. It would really help. And I know that Drew would appreciate it as well.
Yeah, and it does help other people that are looking at possibly buying a product to find out the true feedback on it. We're really proud of it, as we are with all Alakazam releases. So we would love to read your reviews as well. Good shout, Craig. Right, guys, so that leaves us just to say goodbye. Thank you so much for joining us on the live launch. We do have another live launch this month. It's happening on the 20th. So make sure you put that date in your diary.
The one that I'm involved with as well, Pete.
It's not. It's one that you're not involved in.
What?
That's unusual. I know there's another one coming up with another creator, and you're wanting me to be on that one as well. That's coming up soon, isn't it? Before the end of the year.
Oh, there's two. Don't worry, December is a Craig Petty month here at Alakazam. We've got two launches, I believe, in December, and both of them, one of them is a Craig Petty product, and it's something that we've possibly had more emails about with regards to one of your products than anything we've ever had before. So that's coming out in December. And
I'll be glad when it comes out, because then people can stop asking me about it, frankly.
Yeah. And I will say both of our December releases, there might be 3, but at the moment we've slated 2 for December. Both of them are for the Elite coin range.
Ooh!
And
Coin magic, where it's at, baby.
But
Drew,
I will
invent
say,
a Lego coin trick.
I will say as well that one of them is a really nice entry-level priced item for the coin range, Elite coin range, and you literally, to do a lot of the routines, you need 0 skill.
Yeah, completely. It's one of the only tricks that I've ever seen, one of the only coin tricks I've ever seen, where you can do a 4-phase routine with no palming at all, which is rare, because normally you have to palm something with the coin magic. No palming, no nothing. I don't want to say too much, but it's killer.
It's gonna be great. So both of those products are coming out in December. So make sure you look out for the live launch dates of those. But the next live launch is the 20th. Put that date in your diary. This is something that you don't want to miss, because we sold out of this at Magic Live. We sold out of it at Sunday at the London Magic Convention. And some of the owners to this, who we fooled royally with it, were Chris Kenner and the man himself, DC David Copperfield. Both of them were purchasers of this effect.
Yep.
Do I know what this is?
You do know what this is.
Okay. I don't know. I know what this is, but I'll take your word for it.
You know.
We will explain it when we stop the stream. Right, you guys stay there for a minute. You guys, we will see you later. We're going to leave you with the trailer of Chris Congreve's Academy, which is happening next Tuesday, I believe, or Wednesday.
So.
It's on the 12th anyway.
So.
Here's the trailer. Guys, thank you for joining us. We'll see you all soon.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Chris Congreve. My next Alakazam Academy will be on the 12th of November. And this time it's not just about the tricks. I'm going to be showing you how to go out there and perform close-up magic in the real world. Yes, for real people. So this is what I do at gigs. So it's going to be the tricks that I perform, obviously. But not only that, how to break into a group of people, how to approach a table, how to hold the attention of a table, which is quite a different thing, really, because it can be quite challenging, especially when there's a lot of distractions going on. How to deal with that alpha male, somebody who's trying to upstage you, how to deal with awkward sort of spectators, grabby spectators, and all that type of thing. So if you've got any questions, fire them over to the guys at Alakazam, and I'll try my best to cover everything that you bring up. I'll be showing and performing and teaching the routines that I do out there at gigs, but it's not all about the tricks this time, it's about how you do them. So join me, Chris Congreve, on the Alakazam Academy on the 12th of November. I look forward to seeing you there.